Hallo en welkom to A Walk with Mel, mensen. Dit is a weekend special. En ons het nou 'n belangrike guest, 'n stunning guest, Lorenzo Francisco Fritz is in die gebou. Sê vir jou hallo en sê vir jou hi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh man, yo, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to finally, be here. And it's been like how long? How long we've been talking about doing this?
For already, brah. And I'm
since the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the studios, we're in the space. It's Born Creative, as ek het reg het, né?
Yeah, Born Creative Studios.
And I mean, ek ken veel het gemeet op Adams Vlei, but for the people that don't know you, just give a bit of an introduction of who you are.
So obviously Lorenzo is my name, but I go by Lorenzo Francisco. I'm a music producer, I'm an actor, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman, I'm an artist, first and foremost, I'm an artist. What else, man? The list goes on and on.
Dope. And I mean, I want to touch on that. As we met on Adams Vlei, and that was so cool. Het alles so stil gelyk, whatever, and then we started speaking. I was like, what, die guy doen baie goed. I mean, how did that, let's first talk Adams Vlei, how did that happen before we go into the music things?
So, wow, Adams Vlei is actually a crazy story because that's like a venture that I never ever planned on getting into, first and foremost. I never ever, had aspirations of being an actor or anything like that. Until I was booked as a background extra on Adams Vlei. And we done the day and whatever. And then when we were done with the shoot, Mo and Roxanne Blaze, they must have seen something in me that obviously I never saw in myself. So then they spoke to me and yo, would you be interested in playing this role, because we already have this role that's vacant and we think you would be perfect for it. And then Roxanne she asked me, can you act? I'm like, I think I can. I think I can do it because I always try to approach everything with a positive mental attitude. I never try to limit myself and
the opportunities was now coming to you.
Yeah, and I actually had a similar experience to that before, because I had been working in the filming industry for about 2 years prior to getting a role on Adams Vlei, and I used to work obviously on the local TV shows, and a lot of international productions as well, films and ads and so forth. And one day I was working on set Ooster, and then the director came to me as well. And then he was like, yo, praat jy Afrikaans? And at the time I wasn't really talking Afrikaans, it was only up until I got the role in Afrikaans that I had to start talking more Afrikaans. On my day-to-day as well. And he was like, praat jy Afrikaans? And I'm like, no, not really. And he's like, okay, van, ek het werk vir jou. And I was like, whoa. Really? And I turned it down because I was like,
and this is prior to Adam.
This is about a year or maybe a year and a half.
For you.
And from that day, I was like, yo, if I ever get an opportunity again, I'm never going to turn it down. I'm going to say yes for everything. That that movie of Bruce, what's his name?
Yes. So is it Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Sorry. Yeah, Jim Carrey. The Yes Man or whatever.
The Yes Man, yeah. But then obviously I found out that you are actually, guys, just so that you guys know, he produces music, and most of the music that you hear as a backtrack on our show is Lorenzo. Ik tag alle top on yourself op your socials. But you're actually a music producer as well. How did that happen?
So, that's also something I never saw coming, because back in the day, when I was around 17 years old, I met a buddy of mine. His name is Pedro, and when I met him shortly after meeting him, we started hanging out, and I learned that he was a rapper or aspiring rapper. He played me one of his songs, and I just got so excited. I was like, yo, this is really dope. Next thing you know, I started making beats, because he's a rapper, he needs beats. And one thing just led to another, and then I actually started writing as well. And then I started rapping.
Sisa?
And then we actually like recorded like a few songs
Dope.
and all of that.
And did anyone teach you how to make music? Or
No, it was I just kind of like taught myself.
Wow.
I had a few people
That guided you, obviously.
that I was introduced to that was
Okay.
already like making beats and into the whole music production thing. But then I would always just try to soak up as much knowledge as possible, like, because I was never obviously I never went to like a tertiary
I get you. You need to go to-
institution
for that.
to like learn
Yeah.
how to do music production or whatever the
But
case
that's
may
so
be.
dope because now you've got your own company.
Yeah.
And then why that name? How did you then?
Born creative. Wow. It was always just something that I had in my mind,
Sure.
because like because it's just quite simple actually.
Yeah.
Like I'm a creative person,
Okay.
and I feel like I was born, to
Scared to create.
to create. I'm a
Lovely.
creative. And that's how I live my life till this day, man.
Amazing. What is the vision for you with Born Creative? What is the vision for you guys?
I want Born Creative, to just keep pioneering, I want us to push, the envelope in music, in video production, in just the creative space,
Got
as
you.
a whole, in the art space. I feel like we have so much to offer,
Sure.
I feel like I have so much to offer.
Of course.
Although I've been doing this now for 10 plus years.
Wow.
I feel like I'm just getting warmed up, man. Like,
I see. And tell me what would you say is like challenges that you face? Because I mean, we all hear the music, we sien dit op movies, mense besef hoe belangrik is scoring en al daai klomp goed. Dis
Yeah.
word obviously die artist word jy, maar die beat is so belangrik. But the challenges face julle wat music maak behind the scenes. Is there specific stuff that you guys face that's also nogal that's like because I mean there is people that's watching that maybe want to go into it.
Yeah, I think the main challenge probably is getting connected, into the game. Networking. That was something that obviously I learned earlier on. I used to do it a lot on social media, like on Twitter and stuff. But as I got older, I learned that I actually need to go out into spaces and meet the people.
They want to see you.
Yeah, like meet these people face to face. And I think just like I don't really like look at challenges like
That's
like
what
like
I say.
like it's a problem,
Because
like
you see it as
an opportunity. Like whenever I'm faced with like a challenge, I always like try to look at it like, how can I better the situation? How can I make it better for me, and other people coming behind me?
Sure.
Because I don't want people to go through like the same
Struggles
I went through. I think making music is actually the easiest part.
Oh, okay.
But it's
getting it out there.
Yeah,
getting
and-
people to buy in.
yeah, and like I think if you learn how to market and engage with the audience, it becomes easier over time, right? But I think it's mostly like the business side of things
get
that
you.
a lot of people don't know about.
That makes sense.
And I had to actually like take like a break just from making music to learn more about the business, which ended up helping me a lot more,
Got you.
Because now it's like I have the art and I have the business knowledge behind
combine
it. So that's how we're moving now.
And that's entrepreneurship. You've got a really dope artist that we're going to chat to now after the break. Hier was an introduction van her. And yeah, what artists have you had like or produced for?
So I would say my first placement in the industry, this was back in 2013, was on Youngsters project.
Sisa?
Yeah, on Youngsters CPT's project. He was still like coming up at the time as well. That's the project over there. It's hanging on the wall. It's called Freeze Time. And we recorded it at Red Bull Studio. So that was also like my first experience in like a professional, music studio. And it was such a dope like experience for me because I think that actually gave me like, like how can I say like the fuel, to
It's for om nou
Yeah,
weer te
like-
gaan. Yes, you can do this.
yeah, it made me like look at it like, wow, this is actually something that I can do, and I always get like those signs in my life like, like I always look at it like I look
Yeah.
at the bigger picture, man. You
Sure,
know,
amazing. And any other artists that you've had under you that you wouldn't under you,
like,
but I mean that you've.
so Born Creative is still fairly new. I
Okay.
mean, we're a young company. We just started releasing music really like this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a single out at the moment, Fireworks Remix, featuring Hirsch and Muesli, by Jane, which you're gonna meet obviously a bit later. The song. This is, as I said, it's the remix of the original. So
Okay.
the original done amazing things for us. I mean, it opened so many doors.
Yeah.
If you are in Cape Town, I'm sure you listen to radio. I'm sure you've
You
heard
heard the
that song at least once on the radio.
Wow.
That was put out in June. So
And what was
last
it like
month-
to hear your song on the radio? Maybe what it is?
I mean, like, it's cool, you know. It's like seeing yourself on TV. It's like, it's like, you know, it's a rewarding, man. You know, like, 'cause we put a lot of effort into our craft, and you know, for us to be put on the platform amongst so many great artists,
So
to be
true.
on the charts and compete with like the biggest in the world, The
That is
Weeknd,
mad.
Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber.
That's
You know,
levels.
like it just shows, as I
It's
said
possible.
again, like it gives me more hope to keep pushing harder. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Like
Lorenzo.
I can do this. I can do anything I want to do.
Shout out. Kijk, ek is ready om vir Jane te meet. Want jy maak me nou excited.
Yeah.
People, don't go anywhere. We're going to meet Jane right after.
You light me up and I explode. You make my colors burst. Hope is what we got. I keep it close. You're the reason for my fireworks.
Reason for your fireworks.
You get it. I said it once, I'ma say it twice. You got it.
And we are back, people. It is a walk with Mel en vandag loop ons 'n lekker loopie. So, ons hang uit met Jane, ons hang uit met Lorenzo. Lorenzo just gave us an introduction of what he is doing. Ons het op Adam's Vlei gemeet and then we spoke music en toe hoor ek van jou en ons sien die kwai dinge wat jy doen. Dis sommer number 1, maar jy sê op die radio, jy moet dit doen. Ek ons is kwai mense hier in die gebou. So well done on that. It's always cool. I've always said it's new talent, but it's not new because you've been doing this, but it's always cool to see people creating their own thing. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Give us a bit of an introduction of who you are.
Well, my name is Jane. My full name is actually Amy Jane.
Okay.
That's my name. That's my actual name.
Lovely.
But yeah, my stage name is Jane. Yeah, I do music. I'm an artist.
Lovely.
I love to sing. I love to dance. You know, I'm from Athlone. Also from Mitchells Plain. Also
Lekker.
from Goodwood.
Lekker
'Cause I'm
combination.
staying- Yeah, girl.
Let's
Everywhere.
combine
It's
them.
my everywhere one time.
Stunning.
Yeah, man.
And then music. When would you say did music was music you think was your thing all the time, or was it iets wat jy maar nou net?
I feel like I came out of the womb singing.
I always say that I also came out of the womb singing, but my stem is Sammy. My stem is like the babes. You came out shouting. I wasn't singing. Oh, so you always.
I've been singing since my grandmother's actually the one that discovered my my art.
Oh, wow.
I was 5 years old and then they would want me to sing. They discovered that I can sing harmonies at a young age of 5.
Oh, harmonies, baby.
Yes, girl. I was at that advanced, baby
Oh,
girl.
baby. That's quite.
Yeah, so I used to sing in church choirs, church shows, you know. I did a lot of church.
Ek is ook by die
I did a lot of
church. Ek het ook by die church spiritual dancing gedoen. You know, we all started
started
there.
at
We
church.
have to volgens die Here gee vir jou die gift en dan stuur ek jou die.
Yes,
And then
exactly.
obviously music-wise, what was one of the first stuff that you've done music-wise? Your own music. Of het jy eers ander mense so goed perform and then
Yes. I did a lot of demos, and I did a lot of features as well. So I've had a chance to make songs and sing for other people, just accompanying them in their music.
That's dope.
And yeah, Fireworks is actually my first single.
Ek is oor dat ek is blou sit vir jou hier.
So it,
For the first.
yes.
And what was it like to do
see,
your own thing?
Yo, girl, it is really liberating. I feel like I really when I started, I felt like, yes, I'm on the right track. My journey is finally beginning for what I really want to do.
And when did you make the decision of "Kyk man, ek gaan nou my eie ding doen"?
I think it
Was it something that you decided, or was it just did it just happen?
I think it was when I finished at CMI. I was at CMI,
Oh, you
Music
studied?
Institute. I studied music
Lovely.
for about 2 years.
Amazing,
yes. So I was
amazing.
there. After that, the pandemic started,
Okay.
and then there was really no work. And then I decided, I'm sitting at home. I don't really have anything to do here. I'm gonna teach myself how to record myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, I had a lot of help from
Baie belangrijk.
Lorenzo.
Shout out.
Shout out. Lorenzo helped me through everything. Every time
Amazing.
I have a question, video call.
Why?
Babe, what is this?
Why?
Can you tell me how can I do this? How can I do that?
Yeah.
So we've really been also working together
That's
that way.
amazing. And tell me, Lorenzo, what inspired you also with the music, with helping her with this track, Fire Tracks, what fireworks,
Fireworks,
even
yeah.
Fire Tracks. That's a different niveau. Since I inspired me, maybe but what inspired the music there for you?
Idea.
The
so,
ideas, yeah.
So we initially got the concept from Warwick Wallace, who's the co-writer on the song, on the original version. So he hit me up. He pitches a lot of songs like to K-pop groups and so forth.
Okay.
So he works with the A&R, and then he got like this brief, and then he hit me up. Can you create something? With this vibe, and then I sent him the beat. He wrote the lyrics. But it was only the first verse and the hook and the chorus, and then Jane got involved. She wrote the second verse and the bridge, and then we had a whole song.
Wow.
And then he took it, he sent it to his A&R, and then obviously they pitched it and whatever to K-pop artists and groups and whatever.
No, K-pop is big, guys.
It's
It's
huge.
We were in
huge.
Korean. I was like, what is K-pop? What is but then to see like it's actually so groot because they actually work really hard.
Yeah.
They work really hard. They actually put their
That's
people
auditions.
into like programs and
Yes,
stuff like
because I
that.
watched it on Netflix. That
Yes,
thing, I was
there's
like,
a show
this
about
is,
it.
this is actually next
Yeah.
level. What would you say? What is the vision for you as an artist, as a musician?
I think the vision for me is definitely to be able to showcase like what I've written and what I can come up with, because I feel like I've come a very long way. I've come a really long way, and I've learned so many things,
Sure.
about music. I don't just listen to one genre of music. I listen to different types of genres of music, and I like to try out
En wil jy
different
gevra het?
types.
Because are you just like one type you do?
I love everything. If I like it, then I want it and I got it.
Love it, you got it, you take it, baby. And then when you perform, obviously, to people, what do you want people, then whoever's listening to your music, what do you want them to take away from your music?
I just want people to be able to relate to what I'm writing about. I want them to enjoy what I came up with and what me and my team came up with, in terms of harmonies and melodies and all of that. Because
Okay.
that is my alley,
Is it?
Harmonies
Harmony.
and melodies is my alley.
Ek
mos
weet nie
from
wat jy van
five.
praat nou nie, maar ek verstaan. Ek hoor dit harmonize. Ek kan tweede stem sing. Does it matter?
Yes, there you go.
Does it matter?
Yes.
Okay, it matters.
So you know.
I know, I'm a harmony. Okay, so I get you want people to actually, and the same question for you, what do you want people to take away from your work in general? I mean, I didn't ask you that earlier.
I just wanna put out a positive influence. I wanna be a positive influence on everybody that's around me and everybody that's looking at me.
Sure.
Especially like the youth, man. Like
Yeah.
I wanna help them. Because when I was coming up, there wasn't a lot of people around that I could go to and be like, how do I
That's
do
right.
this, or how do I navigate this industry and whatever. So
That's dope.
I wanna be that person.
Be the change you want to
You
see.
know, and yeah, I just want to inspire people.
That's
man.
mad, bro. En dan sê gou vir my, wat inspireer jy as jy nou skryf, né? Waar kry jy jou inspiration? You just
Everyday
wake
life.
up. Okay.
Everyday life. I write about whatever. I think I feel like I start writing poetry first, and then I'll try and make it like the rhyme scheme must be nice, and then I'll add a harmony or a melody to it. I'll add a melody to it, and then try and what I've also learned or been dabbling in is like trying to create a foundation for what I feel the beat should sound like.
That's mad.
So I try to do that because I want to make, when I'm working with somebody, I want them.
Terwyl klaar, hulle moet weet wat jy wil hê.
Exactly.
Fun fact. Amy actually created the chord progression for Fireworks.
Sisa, maak jy 'n beat.
So we were over at a place, and I was like, "This is idea." And then we jumped on the laptop, and then.
Meisie, like
And
that's
then
the
that's how
quiet thing. What was it like to hear your own song on the radio? Is dit sommer nummer 1?
Girl, I think when I first heard it on the radio, we were just so very excited.
Yeah.
And I was nervous because I'm always nervous to hear myself. You know, on anything.
Yes,
I
of
really
course.
just want to hide
Yes, I
under
know.
the house. You
Under
know,
the
so nobody can find me, and so
Yes.
I'm just listening to it myself.
Ja, jy wil alleen kom my judge. I
I want to judge myself, exactly.
I know.
That's how I felt, but at the same time, I also just felt so proud and so
Wow.
like grateful for the
Amazing.
opportunity, because this could have like easily passed us, but we took it with both. We all took it with 2 hands and decided we're gonna go with this. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of effort to actually get even the song to play on radio.
Wow.
So even so, it's and we had a lot of help from Warwick as well. We had
Ja,
a
en
lot
mense
of help
besef
from
dit nie.
Warwick.
Mense dink net okay, jou song is nou daar, was vandag, but it didn't.
exactly.
Dit is so oornag. People see the results but they don't realize the sacrifices.
Exactly.
En kan ons 'n EP verwag? Is there EP coming soon? Like what's
Yes,
next? What do you say? What is
girl.
next for you?
Yo, there's a lot to come, eh? There's a lot to come. I'm just really excited because there's so much that I've written that I want to share.
Amazing.
There's a lot of me that I want to share with people. You know,
Yes.
a lot of things that I've gone through that I hope that other people can relate to, which I'm sure is going to be the case. And they're going to be like, it's sad stuff, it's happy stuff, it's world stuff, it's
Amazing.
God stuff. You know,
Amazing.
all the things that matter.
Sure.
And yeah, that matter to me.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah.
I think that's cool, you know, as an artist, when something comes from the inside, man. Mense gaan nie kan help om te relate nie. En jy
Yeah,
gaan dit nie
exactly.
kan help om vorentoe te gaan nie because it's coming from a genuine space.
Yes.
You know,
That's what makes it special. That's
Unless
what
you're
makes it
fabricating
unique.
it.
Yeah.
Unless you're telling a story that's
It's a
not
lie.
yours.
Unless you're
Yeah.
writing about imagination station.
And it
Yes.
happens a lot
It
though.
does.
It does happen a lot. Like,
What do you think, last question, music-wise, what can we work on in South Africa? What do we have to offer to the world? And what can we work on to keep on growing and evolving?
I think South Africa has so much to offer. You know, I think like our story is just beginning.
Sure.
You know, like you see, like the whole world has already. We've heard what America can do. We've heard what Europe can do. Africa's time is now. You know, we next. Everybody's looking here. That's why you got, you know, like artists like Burna Boy and Davido and Wizkid. They're blowing up now. You know, they are international artists now, and they're from here. They're from Africa. So you know, we just gotta stay true to our essence. You know, and
There we go.
you know, embrace our own sound and our own culture, and you know, because that's what makes us us. We can't be American and we can't be like
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
we just need to value ourselves, you know, a bit
Amazing.
more. And,
I feel like like we here as South Africans, we especially the younger generation, we can learn. There's so much more to learn in terms of the music, in terms of the business of music. You know, there's so much to learn. I've learned so much even with the business of music because Lorenzo knows so much about it. I've been able to kind of like steal with the eye and just kind of like implement things that he's been doing as well with my own music and learned so much from him. So I just want to also like how can I say, some of my friends do music as well. I want to like encourage them to just learn more about the business.
Because the business side is because you're the brand.
Exactly. If you it's pointless wanting to do music and then looking at it as a hobby. When you're supposed to look at it as a business because it is.
It's a hobby, is fun, maar op die einde van die dag, jy kan geld maak met die besigheid.
Exactly, if you follow the correct procedures
or you
to
can get
getting
screwed
there.
around.
Also, a lot if you're not gonna understand.
If you don't read the fine line, honey,
Yay, it's over, baby.
you're done for.
Yeah, I like that. You did it in the singing voice. I love it. Social media, where can people catch you?
Instagram. Well, for me, Jane Music _SA. That's Instagram. I think that's Twitter as well. Facebook.
Okay.
Jane. If you just search Jane, capital letters, you'll find it.
All caps.
Or you can say
All caps,
number
all
one
caps.
on radio.
Oh, yeah.
You can also search that.
YouTube, Fireworks Remix as well.
Lovely.
That's out all on YouTube, Spotify. You can find it everywhere.
Everywhere.
And
With me, you can just search Lorenzo Francisco Fritz or just Lorenzo Francisco, and I'm sure I'll pop up somewhere on your screen.
Guys, it's so cool to talk to you guys. You know what's so cool? For me, it's hearing that you're investing into yourself. So, gaan study, just study music. Jy yourself ook is lank in die game. You'll invest in yourself. And I think that is
Yeah.
also the message for me to people that, because mensen see nie success, but you need to invest into yourself.
10,000 hours.
Yes,
10,000 hours.
in order to make it. So well done. Ik sien uit naar nog number ones op die radio. Niet locally, nee, maar internationally, guys.
Yes, yes.
Eh?
We're going global.
That's the
Global,
That
it's
is the goal.
over, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you support these people, guys. Appreciate your support. Thank you.